As Vice President for Partnerships and Cooperation with Philip Morris, I am really proud that our company has recently been awarded the Global Equal Salary Certification. But I'm also very well aware that most women around the world do not make the same as their male counterparts, and they still need to get to the corner offices. I'd like to invite you as top leaders, first of all, to embrace your triumphs. And I would like to hear some personal stories on how you specifically contributed to your company's success. So maybe we can start with you, Diane.
I've been with the NBA now for 6 years. I was in investment banking before. And so I've been focused on strategic partnerships, primarily within our international business. Our Africa League is the first time we're doing something outside the United States, and leading that cross-functional team is something that I'm extremely proud of.
I'm not sure that there's that much difference between being a female leader and being a male leader in terms of you want everyone to be the best performer they can be. You also want them to find peace of mind. I think it's really important that people are in jobs where they feel satisfied and they feel appreciated and they feel challenged.
You need to have gender diversity in the management ranks, but you got to have gender diversity in the boardroom too. When there are multiple women on a corporate board, a company does not rush helter-skelter into doing a risky takeover because the women say, wait a minute, we need to think about what the consequences are here and weigh the pros and cons.
Some of the impact can really be felt through accountability in women who go back into their organizations and say, I have this greater awareness. I'm now empowered to look at reverse mentoring, and what can I learn from more junior generations that will help me as a leader and help me help them. They are the talent of tomorrow.
Joan, maybe you can share some of your insights on what a large organization can actually do to redress this gap.
If the CEO in particular is not making the compensation packages for his or her direct reports linked to how well they're doing on diversity, nothing's going to change.
There's institutional sexism in large organizations that just have to do with how the pyramid works. And I think the only way to change that is to do a better job at the recruitment, hiring, training, retaining, but also giving women dreams. And we need to make it possible for them to dream bigger.
It is often said that it's lonely at the top, but it seems that it's lonelier if you're a woman.
For many of these women that I interviewed for the book, it was a lack of role models. There wasn't anyone who they could look to say, kind of, how did you get here? How did you do it? But they did then try to make it easier for the women who were younger and less senior than they were to educate them, to make it clear that there is solidarity in numbers and there is some benefit to sharing experiences, which at the end of the day, I think women are really good at.
I cannot tell you how many women leaders will say to me, I'm just at this point in my career where I feel really lucky, I've had success, I like my colleagues, and now I just want to give back. What an incredible sentiment, right? And I truly believe that's something that women lean more towards too.
I'd like to ask each of you to share the very best piece of advice that you've ever received.
Don't ever get too comfortable. If you're in a job or you've been someplace so long it starts to feel like an old shoe, it's time to go shoe shopping.
I do regularly check myself around, am I learning? So to your point about being too comfortable, I think even when you love your work environment or whether you hate it, it's a good gut check, right? Because sometimes when you're too comfortable and happy, but you're not learning anymore.
The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes you're always thinking about what the next step is, right? Is there a better company out there? Are there better opportunities out there? What's next for me? And I think that's normal to feel that way and always question. But then I think you also need to take a moment and appreciate where you're at.
The best career advice I ever got kind of came quite late in my career because it came from meeting all these women. And I think these women at the end of the day got to be successful senior executives because they were true to their true selves. You have to be true to you and you have to believe in you.